especially after the first Sunday after I buried her, and I walked back in the house, and Lynda used to cook all the time. And you open up the door, there's no smells, no nothing. And my son was in here, caught me like by 3 o'clock in the afternoon on my 3rd bottle of wine, because he just dragged me off out. And after that, I haven't been in the house on a Sunday since. So.
And the two of you had planned to travel a lot, hadn't
Absolutely.
you, together?
She was going to do A Passionate Woman, and then she would have finished in sort of July time, and then it would have transferred to the West End. So we had about 2 months. So it was my 60th. I'm an old fart now. And I was going to, we'd planned to travel the world. And like...
So was it easy to make that decision, I'm going to go anyway, because that's what she'd wanted? Did you feel strange going without her? Strange
going without her, but she wanted me to do it. It was on her bucket list, I must do it. So, but I can say it was very lonely. It was 48 days, 24 flights, 19 hotels, and yeah, it was lonely.
And all the time you're thinking, I'm looking at this amazing, so the Grand Canyon or whatever, and she's not here. What do you miss most about life with Lynda?
Everything. I mean, she was... You girls all know her. She was just such a lovely lady, giving. She'd do anything for anybody, charity work. She was there.
Funny, wasn't she? She was so funny, but at the same time, she would absolutely tell you how it is. You know, if she wasn't happy with you, you'd know about it.
Yeah.
She's great.
Very intelligent as well. That's the other thing, you know.
She would have wanted you to move on at some point, though, wouldn't she? And how are you kind of getting on to that next chapter of your life?
Well, I'm coming up to it now. I mean, I've done all the anniversaries now, and today is the last one, and I'm going to light up the skies of Crewe Kern tonight at 10 to 8. So that's the
quite literally with fireworks.
With fireworks,
which she loved.
She loved. So yeah.
And your son is here, I know. And what about her sons, Michael and Robert? How are they coping?
They're OK, because they don't live with me anymore. Well, Michael never lived with us anyway. Robbie's moved out. He's now living with his father. And, yeah, so we've all got our own lives to get on with. They're young, they got their own girlfriends, etc., etc. I'm just Billy No Mate, so, you know.
The book you've written, My Lynda, how difficult a process was that? Or did you find it in some ways comforting to write about her?
When you write in a way, it's like when Lynda was doing her novels, she used to say to me in the mornings, do you know, I'm going to make that person do something different, all right? Of course, when you're writing about the truth, it's very, very easy. And when it was all written, and then the publisher sent me the hard copies to say, can you read it and see if there's any mistakes? That's when I broke down. Yeah.
When you read it in its entirety.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
It's hard to read it back, isn't it?
It's really, you suddenly realise, and I've been absolutely
But has it helped
nervous.
you come to terms with it as well? Getting it all out? Because you seem to be like, you're not going back to the house, and it's almost like you're trying to run away from it and not face it.
Yeah, sort of thing. I think it did help. Oh, thank you for buying it, because it went straight into number 8, so that's good. But I have been absolutely dead honest.
Well, we wanted to do something to commemorate Lynda. You know, we talk about her a lot on here, and obviously, you know, particularly around the time she died. So we decided the RHS named a rose after her when she passed away.
That's right.
So Colleen today has been out in the Loose Women patio, and we've planted the Lynda Bellingham rose in loving memory of our friend. There you go. I've never seen you with your gardening gloves on, Colleen. Look at that.
And let me just tell you, it will bloom.
It will
Obviously,
bloom.
it doesn't. It's not just sticks sticking
out.
out.
It's that time of year, but we will look after that.
It'll be beautiful.
Oh.
Yes. And she'll be, I'm sure, looking down to make sure we do look after that.
She'll have been laughing at me in those gloves planted.
She would be having a laugh,
absolutely.
wouldn't she? And that's the thing, Michael, I suppose you've got to remember the laughs. You know, we remember Lynda always made us laugh so much.
Oh, yeah, no, like I talk to people, you know, there's so many great memories, you know. And like I put on the gravestone, 10 years wasn't enough, you know.
But 10 years of happiness is...
Well, like I say in the book,
like some people never have.
Never have. It's better to have loved than never loved at all, so...
Have you got any advice for people? I mean, you say one of the reasons you wanted to write the book, and I know some of the proceeds are going to cancer charity. Have you got any advice now? You've had a year dealing with this?
Well, it's
to
funny.
Other people maybe going through something similar?
About 3 weeks ago, somebody sent me on Twitter, my mother's just died and my father's going through the same thing. And she died in August, apparently. Would I email him? So I said, give us your email address. So I sat there and I emailed him and I said, you're now walking in my shoes. It will get easier. It will. And you just got to hang in there every day, you know, and have the memories and just keep going, you know.
Well, all I can say to you is that we know and hear she loved you very, very much, and she was very happy in those 10 years that you had together. The book is out, as you said, today. My Lynda, and she was your Lynda. It's good to see you. Take care of yourself, and thank you for that advice to other people. Michael Pattemore, everybody. You know, we want this to be a celebration about Lynda as well, don't we? Because it's very hard for us. She was such fun and so full of energy and verve. We don't want this to be too gloomy today, but we miss her so much and very sad.
I miss her already so much, and it's so hard not to be sad.